Hey guys, so it is the weekend and I thought, you know what? While I'm out running errands, I should stop at the thrift store because the only reason we do errands is to be able to unexpectedly drive by the thrift store, whether it's on our way to the errand or not. So that's what I'm doing today. I told my husband, I'm like, I gotta go to UPS. I gotta drop off a package. And he's like, okay, I'll see you in a few hours. Because he knows that's just an excuse to unexpectedly drive by the thrift stores near me. But this is why you have no makeup Andi today, because I'm just a gal out running errands. First stop is Value Village. You guys, I haven't seen the bag aisle, and particularly the Christmas bag aisle this full in so long. So I'm definitely going to go through these because I am stocking up for Christmas already. These wouldn't be garlands. I sold in sets last year in my booth and they sold really well. So I'm definitely getting this bag. Just pulled this bag off the shelf, not because of the holiday stuff, but for that chicken. That folk art chicken is so cute. And I feel like I might be able to make my money back on the bag a little bit too on some of the ornaments inside. But the chicken I was very excited about. Oh my gosh, another bag. So this one has like a metal hand for my hand collection, a tonala bird, and a brass dolphin. So it's an expensive bag. It's $9.99. It looks like it's in good shape. Like everything, I gotta inspect it because in these bags they get broken. The stuff is usually broken when you buy them. But this one looks promising. I feel like they just filled the bag aisle. It is full. This is some sort of bound book with sexy dude fabric on the outside. And now I want to see what is on the inside with these pages. Not for $5.99. Oh, but the suspense is killing me. This ceramic pot is really well done. Artist sign, it is $3.49, so really reasonable. It feels like it would have had a lid though with the way this lip is, especially since it's raw. And usually it wouldn't be raw, like this would be finished. So I think maybe the lid broke and that's why it's here. I love that glaze. And then below it is this vase, which is like a shellacked wood with some like shell inlay. It's $4.49. I don't know how valuable it is. I gotta look it up, but it definitely caught my eye. I was so excited when I saw this and then realized it has a huge chippy. Anyone else out there guilty of doing cork projects like 15 years ago? I still have a whole bag of corks that I have done nothing with that I am saving because I feel like maybe one day I'll need them for a craft project. But yeah, I was guilty of doing this for sure. So this is a souvenir piece. I think the carving is nice, but these rhinestones are no bueno to me. I do not love the rhinestones. So this isn't vintage, but this may be the cutest owl mug I have ever come across. It's from Bed Bath & Beyond, but it is adorable. And also kind of looks a little bit like boobs. Now this mug I am considering because it has that really cool handmade feel to it, but it's $4.50. Which seems high, and it's kind of heavy too. So it's definitely someone's like learning how to make a mug project, so I'll probably pass. I usually ignore the textile aisle, but this is really nice. Looks like it's just a runner, and it's $7.99. It's in good shape. I may pick it up. Really like the fringe. You guys, all the aisles that I don't ever really shop are popping off today. I'm in the textile aisle and now I found this gem. It's so cute. It's $10.99. Has the sweetest angels in the center. And it's this lovely blue color. Okay, I'm gonna check for holes, stains. This may have to come home too. So this basket has seen better days. It has a lot of like UV fading. You can kind of see from the underside, but inside, look at these. The sweetest little napkins. I mean, they're filthy, but the pattern is adorable. Silk scarves are the fashion accessory to have right now. So I am on the hunt for these like crazy. I just picked one up at a market recently. And oh yeah, fringe. No fringe. No fringe. Something like this. And this one, ooh, oh my goodness, look at this one. Okay, I'm gonna see who made this one. It's so soft. I don't know much about them. I know there's something about like the hems and it has to be turned a certain way, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about them, but I just know they are hot and everyone is wearing them. I haven't found original art at Value Village in a million years, I feel like, and it's $4.99, just a souvenir piece, but the colors are so happy. So it is definitely going into the cart. So this tiger will be a weird pickup for me, but the butterfly is so cute. And I just know like the younger generations love this stuff. $6.99 is gonna be a painful pickup. It's from 1981, but I think it's gonna sell. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna do something productive. I'm gonna go pick up my booth check of earnings for last month and also check out this new spot in the store. It's supposed to be like a garden area, so I'm gonna check it out and see what it's like and see if there's anything from my booth I can add to the space, because it's like a community, like styled space. So yeah, very exciting. So our errand is at Curiosities. Okay, you guys, this is the new garden patio party setup. Look at how good these are. Oh my goodness, someone needs those. So yeah, this space is going to be community styled, like I said, and yeah, it's going to be full of all the good stuff you need for your garden. Here's a booth update. So this has largely been my mom lately because I have not had enough inventory to stock it, so she has been working hard to fill it in, and she's doing a great job because she is selling up a storm. But a lot of great stuff right now in the booth. And clothes continue to be a good seller. And then there's my mom's grab bags that she puts together. So, and her little Easter display. So she's been having a lot of fun filling in the space, and it's been really fun to see all the stuff that she's been picking up, and of course the stuff that I wish I would have grabbed, but she got first when we're out thrifting. But yeah, I still can't believe this set of hands haven't sold yet. Maybe I'll move them because they're so good. This is my friend Taylor's space. And she sold a few furniture pieces, so this is kind of some of the new setup stuff that she has. I might have been with her when she got that piece with the white background, but she always has the best art. And so one thing we all do for each other is anytime we go pick up our checks or do a drop, we go through each other's booths and do a little cleanup, like her right here, her blanket situation. And rugs always get out of control, so I will tidy those up for her, because that's the problem with textiles. And I have the same thing with the booth. My mom has a couple blankets and they were everywhere, so that's the problem with them. But you know, they are a seller, so you keep them in your booth even though they are so annoying. And this is my friend Mel's space, and so I always like to check on hers too and move stuff around, fill holes. Same thing. I really like that needlepoint in the back. That's really pretty. So if you guys are looking for ideas for your booth, one of the vendors here does estate sale boxes. Similar idea to like the grab bags that my mom does, but they're like beautifully boxed and they're $40. And you get a few different pieces and they're usually themed. And she had a bunch here, I would say 2 weeks ago, and there's only 2 left. So they're doing well for her, and the mall in general said that grab bags and estate sale boxes are, you know, they've seen an uptick. So I don't know if you guys have seen that in your area, but definitely a good idea. So I dropped off my package at UPS. That's the shipping service I use for all the big stuff, because they tend not to slap you with fees like after the fact. So now we're going into Goodwill. This is the second $12 bird I have found today. This little cutie is $2.99. All right, I'm picking it up. This is kind of a pretty paperweight for $1.99. I have no idea if this is something that is desirable, like paperweights like this, because it's unsigned, it's made in China. It definitely is pretty. I've spotted some brass. It's kind of a weird looking dude. Okay, so it looks like it went on maybe a base at some point. $6.99. I mean, frankly, it's kind of cool on its own. I'm gonna do a Google Lens. So that brass sun, if it had its stand that it went on, it would be worth at least $500 based on comps, which is crazy. So I've been looking everywhere for a random brass stand. So we'll see if we can find it. This is beautiful. It is $7.99 stamped. the most stunning glaze in the world. I'm definitely getting it. So the last unicorn thing I put in my booth sold the same day I dropped it off. So I'm tempted to get this one. Oh, the things you find at the thrift store. Who needs a cow? Here's one of those hideous resin tables, missing the legs, so it's just the top. It's $40. I could put legs on it. That is tempting. So I have a Christmas tree collection and I add to it every year. And this one is $4.99, so it's coming home. So I feel like this might be myrtle wood. And it's handmade. You can see the person on the bottom. The sticker's gone, unfortunately. I don't know if it was a mirror or just a picture frame, but I do have like a few needle points that need a home, and I feel like that could look really cool. So we'll see how much it is, but it may come home with me. There are so many of these bases without the actual dome that goes on top of the cloche, which is always such a bummer. I haven't found these baskets in so long, but they are brittle and dried out. I don't even know if you could hydrate them. So $4.99. I'm gonna pass because they're just, usually they're very like soft, and these are really like, I feel like they're gonna break just based on my touch. So I decided to go down the sporting goods and random aisle to see if I can find like just a brass base that could go with the sun. Every time I see a clock like this or a fish platter, I always think of Laura and Jesse. These numbers are kind of cool. They are shellacked onto this, but I really dig the numbers actually. Well, you guys, for not really planning to go out, I got a lot of stuff today. Did just 2 stops, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm so excited, especially for that tabletop that I got. So I actually did buy it. It's in pretty good shape. There's like one tiny little chip, so no problem. I'm gonna take off the old hardware on the bottom and put new legs on it. And yeah, I am thrilled to have found that top because those can be so pricey, like ridiculously pricey. So I'm gonna show you guys how I transform it because yeah, I think you'll be shocked how cool it looks once I get it all fixed up. I know I say I don't want a project, but I feel like this one is an exciting one. It's like adding new fun legs on something, not like cleaning gross stuff off or gluing. I don't like those ones. So yeah, really good shopping day. Okay, you guys, we are back in my studio space and I can't believe how good I did out thrifting. I just went to 2 stops and I got a fair amount of stuff, like really good haul for a very impromptu day out thrifting. Now, I do have some stuff that I want to supplement this haul. I'm not going to show you everything I just picked up because you saw it on footage. There's a few things I wanted to like re-talk about and re-highlight because they're special, but I do have some things that I won online because I've been doing a lot of sourcing online, and then a very special person brought up some inventory for me, so I'm going to show you all the pieces that I got from her. But before we jump into the haul, I have a very exciting announcement. I'm actually going to be doing an in-person event the first weekend in May. So you guys have heard me talk about the PDX Estate Marketplace. It's that 20,000 square foot estate sale facility. It is amazing. The shopping experience is amazing. If you're local, you've probably shopped it. It's just great. It's like the best way to go estate sailing. Rather than have to go to someone's house and stand in line, you can just show up to this warehouse of amazing stuff. And so they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be a featured vendor. And I said yes, but I don't have enough inventory for that. And so I said, I need to bring a friend. And so I'm bringing Taylor from Portland Revive. You guys have heard me talk about her. She has a lot of inventory. She's a reseller. She is the one who inspired me to even start reselling. And so we will be doing this together, which is really fun. We've done events together before and it's always a really good time. She's amazing stuff. And so we will be combining our stuff together and bringing you some really amazing pieces that we've never put in our booths, never put online. I am going deep into the archives of stuff because I have things that are really good that I just have never put anywhere. So they are coming to the market. Plus, I'm going to be doing a ton of sourcing between now and May, the beginning of May, because I want to make sure that I'm bringing you fresh things as well. So it's going to be really great. So if you're local or you're in the Pacific Northwest or you want to fly in for it, you're more than welcome to do that, of course. But it's the first weekend of May. I'm going to pop some information on the screen. It'll also be down below, and you're going to see me promote it on social media a lot leading up to the event. But it's going to be really, really great. It's just really good picking. I actually do source there, and just know
Sunday is half off day. So that means whatever I have left over in my space with Taylor is going to be half off. And that is something we never do. And so you'll definitely want to hit Sunday as well. Not just Saturday, but Sunday, because it's going to be really good picking. So anyways, very excited to do an in-person event. I haven't done one in a while. And so I can't wait to see you guys if you show up and just mingle with people. That's one thing about selling online, or if you have a booth, you don't get to interact with the customers like you can in a market environment. And that's why I like to do markets. You guys know I'm a people person. So it's really fun to see your customers and see them get excited about the piece in front of you rather than just hear that cha-ching. Not that I have anything about that cha-ching on Etsy. It's a good sound, but it's really lovely to talk to you guys. So anyways, May, the very beginning of May, the first weekend, I will be there, so mark your calendars. Okay, so let's move on to the haul. So we're gonna start with stuff that you guys did not see. So this was actually brought up from California. So Linda, who's one of you guys, she's a subscriber. Anytime she visits family, she will send me pictures in advance and say, hey, does any of this stuff interest you? And then she'll give me a price, and I just say yes, no, depending on what it is. This stool was part of the selection this time. So cute, so cute. I want to keep it desperately because so good. But, I have, taken my client work down pretty much completely, and I'm going to be doing YouTube and reselling and stuff now as my full-time thing. And while I'm thankful, of course, that is my new, venture, this is the transition I've made, it means I have to sell more stuff, which I'm not really excited about that part. So you guys are gonna get more good stuff now. So I'm gonna have to keep less stuff just because it just makes more sense. So this is one of the things that I'm going to release to you. Even though I'm gonna be so sad to do it, but I thought this stool was amazing. So I got a few more things from her. I got this beautiful painting, this original still life, which is great. The frame on it's really good. This size art, you guys have heard me say it a million times, is very good. It's easy to ship and it sells well. And then also this really pretty one too, which I thought was really great. And this one has kind of that fuzzy matting, which actually it's a little bit dusty. So I gotta vacuum it and do a little delinting on it. So I think it's like maybe more of like a brown versus actually black. So it's not like a true black, but I just love that it has that fuzzy outside. It makes it look a little bit more special. So I was very excited about these. And then I also got some candlesticks and a couple of brass bells from her too, because she knows those are things I sell all day long. So thank you again, Linda. One thing I wanted to mention, if you're in Northern California, she's having a very amazing barn sale, and I will pop that information on the screen. It's coming up in May. So if you're in Northern California and you're near where her farm is, you should definitely check out the sale, because I'm sure it's gonna be good, because if this is any hint of what could be there, she said that she's gonna have a lot of stuff, and she has some really great vendors that do well. So yeah, really, if I was down there, I would be going, so you should go too. So anyways, I'll put the information on the screen and down below. So I've been really lucky, and the brass gods have been blessing me lately. It has been amazing. I am going to take it until they decide I am no longer worthy of all the brass. So I got this amazing turtle shell, which I have never found one of these ever before. So I was so excited. And then I also got this lion, which I have sold this style of lion many times. It always sells. So this guy, very excited about. And kind of like a weird pickup for me is this little brass like wheelbarrow. I don't know if this is gonna sell well. I'm assuming, was this like maybe an ashtray at one point because it has the rest there? I don't know. So anyways, I figure someone who has a farm or likes to garden would want this. I don't know. I still thought it was really cute, and I've never seen one, so I had to get it. So yeah, those 3 pieces, awesome. And then you guys didn't really see, because it was in one of those grab bags that I got when I was out thrifting. You saw in the footage that I got like a grab bag, but you probably didn't see inside, and this dolphin was in there. Now dolphins are something I kind of hesitate to pick up because I feel like they're not as desirable as the other animals. But, in a grab bag, this is worth more than like the $3 it cost. And so that's what I'm okay with picking up. Ones like I don't think are super valuable, because it just helps fill up like booth space. So that's where this guy will probably go, unless one of you guys want it. But I gotta decide if I'm gonna clean him or shine him up or not. My backlog of brass to shine up is staggering. It is staggering. Like, I think I'm going to need to devote a whole day to it. Thank goodness I don't have client work anymore, and I can do that. I can devote a whole day to cleaning my brass. Those are the pieces that I got online. These are the pieces that I got from Linda, from one of you guys. And then I wanted to touch on a few things that I picked up in the footage that you just saw. So this piece I am very excited about and also gutted about at the same time. So if this had its stand, it would be worth so much money. And I asked every single employee of that establishment if the base of it could have come in separate. And they all looked at me like I was asking the strangest question on planet Earth. Every single person. And I like showed them, like, see, it has a stand. Do you have like a metal pile in the back of like stuff that you're not sure what it went to? Because, you know, that's how these things go. They can come in and they can separate, and they may not know, whoever's, you know, pricing them, you know, one person over there has the stuff. I mean, we see this all the time. Things get separated at the thrift store because two different people are handling something that goes together. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility, but they basically said that that's impossible. Like, I know for a fact it is possible because it happens all the time. So anyways, I was really, really sad that it didn't have the stand, but it is still a very cool piece on its own, and I still think I can decorate with it. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or I'm gonna keep it just because it doesn't have the stand. My husband's like, I'll make you a stand, which is, you know, his answer for everything. I'll just make it for you. I'm like, with what time? With what materials? You know, but you know, he just wants to be helpful. So yeah, bummed it didn't have a stand, but you know, it just was, you know, still worth picking up. So one thing you don't typically see me pick up are textiles. I don't buy a lot of them. I'll buy a needlepoint, but in terms of pieces like this, like runners and interesting, you know, global textiles, I tend not to grab them. It's not that I don't see them. I never seem to price them and put them anywhere. I just bring them home and I hoard them, and then that's it. And so I have actually a stockpile of textiles that I have never done anything with. And so I'm really excited to bring those to the PDX Estate Marketplace because it's just another fun element to add to my booth and get you excited about shopping for things that you guys don't typically see from me. I want to bring some special items that I don't usually list online and I don't put in my booth. And so textiles are one of them. I have some really standout great pieces. I have some really amazing, like, colorful Afghans. I have a lot of stuff that's really good that I just don't typically bring. I don't know why. Lamps, by the way, lamps. All the good lamps that I have picked up over the years that I always regret buying, not because they're not great, but because I feel, it's another thing I don't put in a booth and sell online. Lamps, even though I have them and they're great. I don't know. As a reseller, we all have these things. So two more things I wanted to highlight. This Dala chicken was in one of those grab bags in the Christmas section. So just know that thrift stores tend to consider these for Christmas, even though they're not necessarily for Christmas, but they always seem to get lumped into Christmas decor. I have never found a Dala chicken before in my life. I've only ever come across the Dala horses, and you know, that's few and far between. So I was so excited to see this chicken in the grab bags. I couldn't believe it, so I had to get it. This will be available on Etsy. And actually, the other stuff that you guys saw in footage will also be available on Etsy, like this amazing platter that's gonna be available on Etsy. And I think I'm probably gonna put the Tonala bird on Etsy. If not, it's gonna go into my booth. This guy definitely is going into my booth because I don't want the butterfly to break on it. I'm just terrified it's gonna break at some point. Oh, and then this art piece, again on Etsy. So I had every intention of selling that piece of art, and then I was just like, wait a minute, that might look good in my gallery wall. And surprise, I think it has to stay. So I moved this down so you guys will see the bird when I'm filming. And yeah, I felt like that little piece just looks so cute and the colors were perfect. So this is the gallery wall. I think it's gonna stay for at least a while until I switch stuff up. But yeah, I'm definitely getting used to it. I like it now. I get excited when I see it. And I feel like that piece right there just really adds to it. and I think that's it. I got, you know, some Christmas stuff that I'm going to just hoard until the holiday. I'm actually going to try to get the holiday stuff out a lot sooner this year because I feel like I did my like drop really late, not late, but you know, you start thinking about the holiday way sooner than my brain thinks about the holiday, like the industry, the decor industry does. So I definitely am starting to stockpile that stuff now, which I hate storing Christmas, but Christmas is big business, and that was one of my most successful drops, was that Christmas video that I did where I styled it up and sold everything that I styled up on my shelves. That was really fun to do, by the way, too. If you message me and say you want it, I can make it available outside of the Christmas drop, but I'm trying my best to just start that like compiling now as I find it. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to show you. Oh, this ended up being $4, which I thought was a little high, but I really like the shape of it. And I feel like I have, when I go through all of like my, you know, textiles and stuff, I know I have some needle points and things in there that don't have any sort of framing. So I'm hoping I can actually make use of this for that. So that's, you know, a project. So you're like, you're never doing that. And you're right. You're right. But maybe because I'm going through every single thing I have in this house before the marketplace, maybe I will do it. Should we take bets? Should we have a poll? Add a poll down below. Will Andi do her project? No. So that's the bet I would bet on. I would bet against me. Okay, so I think that is everything I have to show you. Oh, wait, no. One last thing. That table, I actually did buy it. So when I showed my friend Taylor, Portland Revive, who's doing the market with me, when I showed her a picture of that table, because I know that she's sold them before, she was like, oh my gosh, how much did you get that for? And I told her, I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. She's like, I sold mine. She had like a smaller one. She sold it for over $1,000. So they can be really valuable. And this one is in great shape. There's just one tiny little nick, but my husband, bless his heart, being helpful again, said that he could probably put a little bit of resin in that spot and then smooth it over. So we'll see if he's able to repair that. That we do have materials and tools for, because my husband actually does a little bit of sculpting, just FYI. He's a man of many hobbies. You know, he grows culinary mushrooms, he sculpts, you know, all those things. But I was very excited to find that tabletop. So that was really exciting. I'm gonna order some legs off of Amazon. I don't know if you know this, but you can get really great mid-century style legs on Amazon for really inexpensive, like, you know, solid wood with like the little brass caps and stuff. You can also find those secondhand, just oftentimes are really, really beat up, and I wanted some that looked new. The tabletop already is kind of older. I didn't want the legs to look really beaten up as well. I kind of wanted it to look a little bit more cleaned up, which is why I might go that route. So anyways, okay, that is officially all. So all the information for the PDX Estate Marketplace is down below. And then also the information for that farm pop-up in Northern California, that Linda, the subscriber who brought this stuff up, I'll put that information down below as well, in case you are in Northern California, you want to check it out. But yeah, a lot of great stuff coming up in May. I'll keep promoting the event, and you'll have to let me know in the comments if you're local and you're planning to go. And yeah, because I would love to say hi. I'll be there both days, all day. So people better come and say hello, because it's going to be a long shift. I'm going to be there from like 7 to 4. So I think it's open from 8 to 4, but I have to be there a little bit early. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody. So anyways, that is officially all I have to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.